Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and today I have a new video for you guys. It's actually going to be completely different than what I'm normally posting. Today I'm going to do kind of like a podcast style video where I'm going to take you guys through kind of my life and how I've built up a 100K digital agency. So yes, my digital agency, what I do, I run Facebook ads for e-commerce businesses. The agency grosses over 100K a year, and I want to show you guys my lifeline, how I got to this point. And yeah, sit back, relax, put this video in another tab, listen to it, because like I said, it's meant to be more of like a podcast style video, just it's uploading on YouTube. So with that being said, this all starts back of summer of 2009. I was 12 years old. I was playing Call of Duty. At the time, it was like Call of Duty 4 for any of you guys who follow me. And Modern Warfare 2 was just coming out. At the same time, I just discovered YouTube. And bless my little mind at the time, I just discovered YouTube. And wow, I learned so much. But YouTube came out, and I was absolutely addicted to it. And then I learned so much about Call of Duty, just different shit. Then people are doing like commentaries, edits, and all this really, really cool stuff. And this is really cool community. And again, I was 12 years old, 2009. I think it was like the summer of 2009. And Modern Warfare 2 comes out. I create my channel. I launched my first video. Lo and behold, somehow that first video goes viral, gets like 5 to 10,000 views. Essentially what happened, like some type of like Modern Warfare 2 crashed, and I uploaded a video just saying, hey, it crashed. Literally explaining nothing. And it blew up and felt cool. But fast forward from 2009 to 2013, I get into the whole Call of Duty scene, video editing scene. That's why I'm so good with, or why I love creating these videos, because that's where I started at. I started creating these types of videos. I would do commentaries. I would do editing tutorials. I would create edits for other people, and people would pay me. So that started my first online business, essentially, of editing videos for other people. And I was only, I stopped doing this when I was 15, 16 years old, and made quite a good bit of money. I was like selling edits in each month. I was pulling in like $100 a month. If you think back to when you're 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, pulling in a stream of income of $100 a month playing video games, it felt absolutely amazing. And it gave me the first insight on following and doing something which you love, to first insight of just freedom of, other YouTubers and stuff online going ahead and creating their own incomes and stuff, working from home. And it just, I loved it. I love the feeling of it. I love doing what I love, and I love working from home, and I love, like this whole online thing. So all three of those key components together were built into me early on, and which allowed me to continuously look at things that have those three key pieces. So fast forward to October 2015. For the last 2 years, I was working a landscaping business, as well as a gym. So between those two things, I was working a lot and just not doing anything that I loved besides going to the gym and hanging with friends. I was in high school, going to parties, all that fun stuff, typical stuff. Would never trade it. Like, would continuously do that same thing again because I had a lot of fun. But October 2015 was my freshman year of college. Going into college, just before this, I took a course by Infinite Prosperity on Forex trading. In fact, I had this just one day during that summer of 2015. I was working at the landscaping business, and I was like, you know what? I had it. I'm done. I need to find something I can do online again, because I miss it. I crave it. I saw this other guy in my community, my hometown. He was posting all these pictures on Instagram of flexing cash and cars. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Because he's the same age as me. I'm like, if he can do it, I can do it. So I look up online what he was doing Forex trading, except I just went my own route instead of DMing him. And I found this video. 22-year-old buys Lamborghini, I think it's a Gallardo. Amy Sangster, this is where I meet her in my life. Amy posted this video of her buying a Lamborghini. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing whatever it takes to get that. So they had like a little thing below. It said like, hey, you can buy her course here. And I bought her course, Infinite Prosperity. Got to meet Lewis Mocker. Absolutely another amazing individual. Lewis and Amy both put together this course, Infinite Prosperity, and did an amazing job at it. And the cool thing about the course is it's 80% mindset, 20% trading itself. And if you don't know anything about stock trading, forex trading, all that, it is 80% mindset, 20% practical side of actual trading and stuff. And I've learned the importance of mindset from day one. I got to learn entrepreneurship from day one. And this is where the first idea of entrepreneurship actually was instilled in my mind and where I was going next. So fast forward, so it's the summer 2015, fast forward to the end of 2015, October 2015. I needed money to fund my trading account. And I was pulling money in from the detailing business, not detailing, the landscaping business and stuff. But the problem was it slows down the winter and I wanted to make more. So what did I do next? Well, I have a love and passion for cars, so I ordered a bunch of like detailing chemicals to clean my truck. This is completely just not related to the situation at all, but I ordered some chemicals to detail my truck, and then one of my family members says, "Hey, how much do you charge to detail my truck?" And I was like, $100. He said, "All right, perfect. That sounds good." So detail the truck for $100. I was like, damn, I just made $100 in 4 hours compared to the landscaping business where I would make like $40 in those 4 hours, so making like $10 an hour. So I was like, you know what? What if I started a detailing business? And I saw like another guy in my community at the time, and he was like, oh, cool. If he could do it, again, I can do it. That was my like idea. He can do it, I can do it. So go ahead, start looking into like everything that goes into the detailing business. I created a Facebook page, launched it, and like immediately just started getting people reaching out to me. Bam, bam, bam. And this is where I started to learn the concepts of running a business, the concepts of marketing, concepts of branding. And I applied some of that stuff I learned from the YouTube community and the editing scene and everything like that to this business to grow it from day one. So, importance of content creation, pushing out photos, branding, having that nice looking brand to your business, all that good stuff I applied, and literally I was able to quit my job in 30 days. Yeah, that's insane. I think like I was making like $600 to $1,000 a month with the landscaping business, and in like my first month with the detailing business, I made like $2,000 on top of the landscaping business. So I was like, you know what, screw that, I quit. And this allowed me to get more time to like around my college schedule, because I could just plan vehicles and schedule appointments around my college. So it's not like it was like a pain in the ass. And then at this time, I was also like, okay, do I want to stay and continue with college? Because again, I was a freshman in college at this time, just started up this detailing business. And at the same time, I was trying to also launch forex trading. So I got like 3 different things going on right now. And I ended up taking one more semester at college and dropping out after. I was not applying myself to college. I knew I could do college. I knew I could crush college. I just didn't have the fuel to get me through it. I had no reason to go to college. I was like, look, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. I'm going to be successful. I know it. I don't need college. Now, if I was trying to do anything else that requires a degree, I could crush it. And I could get perfect A's. Like I knew I could. I know I could do that. I have the work ethic and stuff behind it. So drop out of college, after that semester. And at the same time, growing this detailing business was a pain. So what I did was I was like, look, it's going to cost me like, a few $100 to go get a whole bunch of flyers to like distribute them around the city. I could pay like $5 a day and run a Facebook ad, because I learned this from the owner of the landscaping business. He said just pay a few bucks a day to Facebook and you get like a post boosted across many people and many people see it. So I love that idea of just a whole bunch of people seeing it, especially with trying to grow a YouTube channel in the past. I knew like the power of just being able to try to get that following and stuff. So, but ended up going ahead and I found Facebook ads. I started boosting a post, and that's where the first idea of Facebook ads came into my mind. And this again, this is 2015. Yeah, super cool. Fast forward literally a whole year and a half to July 2017. Details business was growing during that time, seeing some really good growth. And also too, forgot to mention I had a business partner with that detailing business. And, we both helped each other a lot, both learned a lot about business, customer service, actually professionalism in a business, and learned a lot of little lessons that I wouldn't, that I would value to this day with the agency and everything. So fast forward July 2017, I'm out of college now, officially out of college, like almost a year, and I needed a change. I was like, okay, cool, detail business is going good, but it's not my passion. And I was on and off with Forex trading. And I knew just how long it was going to take before I go full time with Forex trading. And I did not want to do detailing business that long. So I was like, okay, so what can I do next? And lo and behold, I get this ad from Sam Ovens. And it's like, hey, start up your consulting business today. Watch my webinar. And I was like, you know what, whatever. So I typed it in and immediately just got instilled with the idea from this whole webinar that I could help people with their Facebook ads because I'm already doing it with my business. So I had the knowledge and stuff. It's worked really well. I can do this for other people. 2, that I can create a whole business off of this and make a lot of money working from home with this. So this was, again, July 2017. August 2017, pretty much the rest of July, I just spent time, researching this. August, I decided to commit to it. Hey, I want to go ahead and start up an agency. So I literally spent the whole month, learning every type of skill, how to do Google AdWords, how to build websites, how to do SEO. I was trying to come in this agency game as offering everything, not just Facebook ads. And that was mistake number 1, trying to offer everything. Also, mistake number 2, this is 2 early mistakes. I spent the whole month trying to build a freaking website instead of trying to do outreach. Literally, the website, I compared myself to the big agency. So I was trying to teach myself coding, all that good stuff. I was already really proficient with Squarespace and stuff. But then I don't know, I just created this complex that I had to create a killer website to be treated seriously. And I literally closed 1 client from that website. And I'll tell you guys next. September 2017 is when I closed my first client. Literally, my dad was talking to my neighbor and was telling him what I was doing. And that neighbor owned a used car dealership. And he was like, I really need that help. So he came there and was like, hey, Nick, heard from your dad. You do stuff with Facebook ads. Would love to talk more. So I was hyped up and everything like that. And I remember suiting up pretty much and driving over to the dealership. We set up a little meeting and, we talked a bit about everything I can offer and stuff, help him out with Facebook ads. And he was like, let's do a 7-day trial. So I said, sure, let's go for it. And after 7 days, he was like, let's get started. And at the time, I didn't really know what to charge. So I just said $500. So my very first client was $500 a month. Generating used car leads, and it was $500 an ad spend a month. So nothing too crazy. So, and if you think about $500 a month in ad spend, that's $15 a day in ad spend. So not, okay. Not the greatest, nothing compared to what I'm spending now, where I'm spending $5,000 to $10,000 a day in ad spend. So, but, it's a starting point. And then I officially had 2 streams of income coming in, and it felt absolutely amazing having this online income coming in, and as well as the detailing business. Because keep in mind, I'm still growing this business. I'm still working this business. So now fast forward literally 3-4 months, just taking hold, of that income. And in fact, actually, this is September 2017. So fast forward to October 2017, we just closed a deal on our very first shop for the detailing business. So now we have a physical location, because before we were all mobile. And October of 2017, I remember it was like November 2nd of 2017. So we closed the shop at the end of the month of October. And no, lie. It was October 31st, 2017. I remember it to this day, freaking Halloween. And the day before we kind of moved into our shop, we got our first vehicle in. Yeah, literally got our first vehicle in that same day we moved into the shop. Amazing. And we were doing the higher end ceramic coatings, which typically retails for about $1,500 to $2,000 USD, depending on whatever you're from. And I just remember waking up on Halloween day. I had a Facebook ads. We've been spending money on Facebook ads, and since then I've kind of aggressively started spending a little bit more. And I remember just seeing the $500 pulling through. And the cool thing about Facebook ads, or the sucky thing about Facebook ads, if you have multiple payment methods on your ad account, it will pull from the first one. The first one declines to go to the second one. And first one declined because we didn't have enough money in our business account, and it pulled from my personal account. And it literally pulled the remaining money I had in my account. And I literally had like $200 in my personal account, like I think negative a few dollars. My business account completely wiped out my savings during slow time in the detailing business. And I literally had no money. I had like $20 in cash in my pocket. And then like the next day, another bill pulled out, and I remember just looking at my account, seeing like negative 300 on one account, negative 500 on another account, and I felt just broken. Like literally someone who's never had to worry about like getting, having money for gas, having money for food, to like coming to work that day. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do today for food. Like, luckily it was Halloween, and a business partner came in later that day with a big bucket of like candy, and we stayed up all night finishing up a vehicle. And I just remember just eating that shit because I was like, that's my only fucking food for today. And crazy. And obviously I still live with my parents at this time, so I was just eating whatever food they would cook. So like I was literally fucking broke for like 2-3 days. And I was just really a wake-up call, because yes, I've been consistent with my businesses and stuff, but I feel like I wasn't taking that next step. When growing the detailing business and stuff, I was never doing outreach to people. I would purely just rely on Facebook ads. And that's another mistake, is for many businesses, they rely just on one marketing source. So if Facebook ads wasn't doing good, the whole business would go bad, and vice versa. If Facebook ads doing good, we'd make a shitload of money. And that was one big mistake for me. So second mistake was not diversify myself, and then as well as not trying to grow the agency more, because it's like once I got that $500 commission every month from that client, I started to get a little lazy with it. So that's what happened with that. Fast forward January 2018, the shop actually does really well for us. In fact, December 2017, the last month of the year, we do our first 10K month with the detailing business. It felt absolutely amazing. I recouped my money and everything, and I was doing pretty good. Then January 2018, this is a cool month because, again, installed that client. The business is doing good. I'm starting to see some more light now. Like, hey, things are moving, things are progressing. And I also, at the time, I don't know why, I decided to create this YouTube channel you're actually watching right now. I decided to get back into the YouTube game with cryptocurrency. And I literally, for 1 month, like literally just January 2018, I got super infatuated with cryptocurrencies and stuff. Didn't spend a single dollar of my money on any cryptocurrencies. But I just started a news channel for cryptocurrency, just started relaying news on the channel, and I was growing really fast. Like, I literally started this channel beginning of January, and end of January, I had built up like 200-300 followers, 200-300 subscribers. And yeah, cool. Got a couple thousand views and everything, but it just wasn't me. It was just a short term, like, little itch I need to scratch. And yeah, so did that. And also too, at the time, I got inside the DMM, the digital marketing manuscript, a complete course and guide on starting and scaling an agency by Jeremy Haynes. I got introduced to Jeremy Haynes, and this is one of like my first agency mentors. Now keep in mind, way back when I started to go into this agency thing, I was following like Dave Rosenberg, a little bit of Cat Howell's content, a few other like just gurus and agency based, but just free content. But January 2018, got introduced to Jeremy and have like an amazing course to follow on how to start and scale a digital agency. So March 2018, this is where I literally lose my first client. Yeah, lost them. Basically, they couldn't tie any of the money I made them to, or like they couldn't tie any of the Facebook ad leads I was bringing them to money they've made. So they're like, hey, you're just costing us $1,000 for nothing. So they ended up letting me go. And yeah, I felt pretty crushed. It sucked. It's like, damn, because I just lost $500 a month of, income that was definitely helped me out a lot. But and even $500 a month when I'm 20 years old, still pretty good. So, but pretty much that's when like May of 2018 comes around. I pretty much just focus the next 2 months on growing the detailing business, crushing, we're doing 10K a month consistently now, and, learning other things. And then also too, at May 2018, this is when I discovered the FATC by Cat Howell. Now, Cat Howell is an amazing person who teaches Facebook ads and stuff, similar to with the Jeremy Haynes course on how to start and scale an agency, but she's way more tactile on the level of deploying like methods for like the Facebook ads and stuff. So very Facebook ads heavily, nothing on the agency side though. So purely just more on the Facebook ad side, how to do really good results and stuff. So, and since I lost that first client, I was like, I need to learn more. I need to level up my education so I could satisfy clients at higher price points. So that's essentially what I did. Invested in that course. It was $300 a month. So it was a stretch for me. Literally like 2 months later after investing into that course, I landed a $1,500 a month client. Crazy how it happened. Like I literally just got a message from one of the guys in the group. It was like, hey, see you in FATC. And I just want to see if you could do some consulting with me on how to build like some landing pages and ClickFunnels. Have you used ClickFunnels and stuff? I was like, yes, I have. I built a few for like the detailing business and stuff. And he was like, I was like, yeah, I do. So I closed a 3-month contract with them, literally just on consulting. So that's 1 hour a week. I'm just giving advice. I built up a few pages for them on ClickFunnels that are super quick. Built some systems for them with connecting ClickFunnels to like a jot form kind of, to where you can like gather data from people. And like ClickFunnels is good if you're just collecting a name and an email, but he wanted a lot more deeper information. So because of the nature of his work with his agency and stuff. So yeah, super cool. Landed our second client at $1,500 a month, and truly that felt amazing. Like I remember just getting that $1,500 and I felt fucking rich. Because the detailing business only making me $1,500 to $2,000 a month, and I was working 20, 30, 40 hours a week. And this guy comes along, pays me $1,500 a month with 1 hour a week of work. So I got my first real taste of internet money. In fact, I even treated me and my ex-girlfriend to a little trip for a few days after closing that. Not the smartest thing, but I pretty much blew it all. And it was fun though. It was fun. So, but yeah, definitely another thing I've learned is manage your money really well. So, but August 2018 is, again, I kind of spent some of that money on a nice little trip. And like I said, this whole trip cost $1,000, and I landed a $4,500 deal pretty much. But August 2018 is when I took a real deep dive into the DMM, and because since I got in, I just never really did anything with it. And then literally a few months later, I finally dive into it and learned the amazing outreach methods Jeremy Haynes teaches and preaches. And I pretty much focused and changed the direction of my agency from doing more local lead generation to now more working with personal brands and stuff and helping them with their Facebook ads and scaling their ads and stuff. So over the next month, I did outreach. I remember in like September 2018, I get on a phone call with a super high level real estate, not agent, but he teaches real estate courses and stuff on investing and everything. And I remember him just getting on a call with me, asking me all these super advanced questions. So I'm like, I have no clue how to answer any of these. So I ended up getting off the call with him, but it was super cool because this guy is worth like millions, amazing personal brand, and taught me the next lesson. Really need to know your shit before you start hopping on a call with people. So, okay, now let's fast forward to October 2018. That contract is over with that. That contract is over with that agency owner, and now I have no clients again. And it's October 2018. This is when I close one client out of, between September and August of all these outreach. I still want to close this one personal brand, another real estate person. She was based out of Canada, and she's amazing person. And she just finished creating a course, and she never has proven the course yet. So like literally just came there, created the course, and was like, hey, I'm launching this, and I just need you to run some ads for me to it. Because I was following up with her, so she knew I could run ads. She knew I could get her results. But she didn't really have anything to sell at the time. Then she created this course, pushed it out for me to sell for her. And that's when I learned the next mistake, next lesson learned. Never run ads for someone who does not have a proven product. They should already be making sales on their product before you come into their business. Reason why, if their product sucks for some reason, it's not your fault. But it will feel like your fault because they're not getting any sales. Your job is to simply run ads for them, help them scale out, give them consulting advice and stuff on how to prove it. But if their product cannot sell to anything, there's probably 100 different reasons why it might sell, and that's not your fault. So just move on. Make sure they have a proven product to sell before you work with them. So I signed her on October 2018 for $1,000 a month for the next 3 months. So it was a 3-month contract for $1,000 a month. We'll spend like $1,000 to $1,200 a month on advertising. Super cool. A lot of fun working with her, but ultimately never got any results and stuff. And I'll explain in a second. But November 2018, the next month, I closed another client. This client selling a Amazon course. Exact same scenario. He literally just launched a course. Was not proven yet. Wanted me to help promote it for him. So I spent the next 3 months with him promoting it for him. Again, no results. I literally made him 2 sales. So he spent like $6,000 with me, and I made him $2,000 back. So yeah, not the greatest, but again, more lessons learned. Come January of 2019, again, I lose that real estate client because it was a 3-month contract. Then February of 2019, this was a very, very rough month for me because not only did I lose the real estate client the last month, I lost the Amazon client the next month, or this month, and also to girlfriend at the time. We break apart, so I was really heartbroken with that. I was heartbroken with the clients, losing the clients. I was resenting my detailing business where I wanted to leave because I just wanted to focus on my agency, but I wasn't making enough for my agency, so I was struggling with the outreach. So I was just in a very confused time, but I still had a crystal clear vision of where I wanted to go. Now, what the cool thing is this client that left me, this Amazon client, he literally gifted me the course of Sam Ovens, the consulting accelerator. And while this course I learned a few key things from this course that was a life changer to me. I wouldn't say it was the most amazing course on the planet, but it was definitely very professional. I definitely learned a lot, and definitely truly believe if I was starting from day one again with nothing I know, I would definitely jump back into consulting accelerator from day one. So it definitely sums up a lot. So now, like I said, first quarter 2019, very hard. Then July of 2019, I pretty much from the first quarter to July, again, just worked on my detailing business. We had our first $25,000 a month. and we hit our first like 20K a month. We were crushing it, pushing a lot out, fixed a lot of problems in that business, and doing 20 to 25K a month, which is absolutely amazing. From like the year past on 10 to 12K a month, and the year past on 5 to 6K a month. So obviously we're still seeing growth in that business, just slower than expected, and that's totally okay because we had our vision clear of where we want to go. Now, next step, July 2019, again, after I lost those clients, I was still in a pain, and I wanted to just like, look, I'm pushing it hard. Obviously, the problems you'll notice throughout this story is my outreach on my agency was like this. It was like running sprints. And I knew that the outreach for the agency needed to be like a marathon, to where I was on just a consistent every single day, whereas I was on sprints. I would push a whole bunch out, stop, push a whole bunch out, stop, push a whole bunch out, stop. And July 2019, I was like, look, we're going to find a consistent strategy, and I'm just going to do it. And from July to September, so July, August, then September happens. And during this time, again, just focusing on detailing business, focusing on the outreach and stuff. September 17th, 2019, this is where my life changes. And I remember it. I was in bed one day. I was, about to go to bed, about to go to sleep. I was waking up at like 5 a.m. every morning to send out video pitches. So I was in bed at like, 8:39. And I remember before going to bed, I get this email from this lady named Kim. And Kim, reaches out to me and says, hey, I just watched your video on bid cap and scaling and stuff, and I would love to hop on a call with you to discuss how you could, if there's any way you could, any advice you could offer for my ads and stuff. And I was like, sure. And below that email, she said, yeah, we spent like 30K over the last 30 days. So to be honest, I first was like, what? $30,000 over the last 30 days? Like, at first I felt like it was a joke, to be honest, because I've never gotten one of those emails before. And so I go to bed. Next morning I wake up, and I remember my mentor, Lewis Mocker, is like, always focus on high priority actions that are going to make you the most money. So I started doing this like a month before this. So just focus on high priority actions. So I was like, you know what? Maybe this isn't false at all. So first thing I did was email her, said, hey, cool, let's hop on a call. I have some time in the next hour, 2 hours to hop on a call, or, depending on how soon you want to get on the call with me. So sure enough, we hop on a call, and everything checked out. I asked her a bunch of questions about her business, everything. Everything looked super promising. And I was like, look, I'm going to charge you $5K. And she said, okay. And she said, give me like some time at the end of the day to get back with you to make sure. And this was an e-commerce business. So I was like, look, if she's spending $30 a month, before this call, my ideology with every single client was, I'm going to charge them double. I'm going to charge them what they're spending on ad spend. So if they're spending $1,000 a month on ad spend, I'll charge them $1,000 service fee. Obviously, she's not going to spend $30 a month and then pay me $30K a month. So I was like, look, she's spending that much. She could easily afford $10K. So I said, all right, $5K. So that way, if I cannot get her results, I can pay someone to do it for me, as that was something else I was questioning in my agency, if I was just the roadblock from getting my clients' results. So later that afternoon, she reaches out to me and stuff and says, hey, we're ready to go. We're good to get started. Talked over my business partner. And I was like, all right, awesome. When's as soon as you can hop on a call? And to be honest, I felt absolutely amazing, super thankful, because this is literally, I was making $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 a month for the detailing business, and then Kim comes around and wants to pay me $5K a month to run ads for her e-com business, and literally it'll take me 4 to 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours a month to run these ads, versus a detailing business that was taking me 30, 40 hours a week and getting little pay. So obviously, I was in a very conflicted state in a few months later. So, going forward, We do amazing together. We take her ecom business from like doing a 1.13 ROAS. Like she was negative on ads at 30K a month spend. And literally, like in the first month, crush a 3x ROAS for her, like do absolutely amazing for her business and stuff. She's super thankful for it and everything. And yeah, I mean, literally to this day, we've made her a little over $2 million in revenue. And it's almost our year anniversary together, starting together. So absolutely amazing. Fast forward 1 month later, October 2019. This is when I hired my first contractor because yes, I was generating Kim results or, my client results. And I was doing good, but I wanted to take it to that next level. So I was like, look, once I got to like the 50 to 75K month mark, I was like, look, I need someone to help me to take it from 50 to 75K to 300, 400K. So I got introduced to this amazing team member, Rebecca. Me and Rebecca started a nice relationship together, and then we would work together for the next few months. And Rebecca would become a very valuable asset to my team to help me out with this. And on top of that, I've also learned a lot from Rebecca in terms of just managing client expectations, communicating with the client, with future prospecting of how to really dig deep into a client, make sure they're a perfect fit for your business, etc. I learned a lot from Rebecca and super, super thankful for the time we had together, working together and stuff. And so end of October 2019 is when I kind of like filed my LLC and stuff for my agency. No big deal. November 2019, I reached out to another guy in my hometown that, he just looked like it was very successful on social media. I knew nothing else. And I like to reach out to people in my hometown that I can just go have lunch with or, just expand my network, essentially. I'm a big believer my network is your net worth. I reach out to him. We go have lunch and, learn about what he does. He owns a manufacturer plant. He used to be inside of ecom, but now he owns the manufacturer that ecom businesses use. So he's basically like AliExpress, and everyone else sets up stores and uses him to fulfill. So kind of like that, just he has laser cutting machine, does these really awesome products and stuff. And end of the month, he reaches back out to me and says, hey man, I have a potential, one of my clients needs help with Facebook ads. So that client reaches out to me, we talk and stuff, pitch him 5K again. And beginning of December, me and him create a working relationship together, close that client. So now literally doing over 10K a month because first client is now on like a pay for performance on top of that 5K. So they pay me 5K plus a percentage. And then now this guy, so I was literally did like, I think 12, 13K in December with my agency. So now my agency is officially a 6-figure agency. So fast forward January 2020, me and my business partner actually closed on a new shop just before that. So we were just working out more details, and January was slow and stuff, and kept going around. Then March 2020, between January and March, I spent a lot of time pulling myself out the detailing business because I was doing, 6 to 10K a month in profit with my agency, and the detailing business was still only bringing me $1,500, $2,000 a month, and I was working 20 times more. I was literally doing 160 hours a month on the detailing business, and the agency I was working maybe 20, 40 hours a month. So I needed to flip it because I was like, if I flip it, I can go all in. And if I go all in, I can get more results. So March 2020, this is when COVID comes around for America. And towards the end of March is when we go on lockdown. And I was like, hey, look, I got to lock down because I don't want to catch COVID. So I kind of used that as an excuse to pull myself away from the detailing business. My business partner, he stepped up and he was able to take on everything. And he did a lot with the business, the detailing business. He let go of a few people. He restructured a few things, and he did an absolute amazing job. And that business is flourishing now thanks to him. And I think just both of us together, we both had different directions. So we just weren't really going anywhere. But now that he's in there alone, he's crushing it because he just follows one vision that he has. Whereas we both kind of like different visions. So because like, he wants to take it to that next level. He wants to keep scaling and everything and exposing himself to more risk. But I was like, I'm not willing to expose myself to that risk because I'm not passionate about this business. I don't see myself doing this for 20, 30 more years. So, I see myself doing this for maybe a year, maybe, or until I get the money to leave. So I wasn't dedicated enough to that business to stay. So it worked very well out for the both of us, and we're still really good friends. We still, communicate almost daily and help each other out with our businesses and stuff. So I don't completely end that partnership there because, I'm still in the process to this day right now working on the legal stuff. But, I have no more involvement with that business in terms of like work and stuff. So, and also too, I forgot to mention, like back in December, I bought my dream car, and then April of 2020 is when I bought this amazing apartment complex. Rented this amazing apartment. I did not buy an apartment, and I did not buy an apartment complex. So I just want to make that clear now. I'm not some guru. But, and since then, like I've been just purely focused on e-com businesses and stuff. And June 2020, and also too during this time I was trying to do like vlogging and stuff, but June 2020 comes along and closed another client for like $1,000 a month, and I was actually starting to get a scarcity mindset because I haven't closed anyone since December and September. So I was like, damn, like what's going on? Like if I lose any one of these clients, I'm fucked. So, and granted, I've been killing them, crushing them, getting some amazing results, scaling them up to multiple six figures a month. So like they were doing really good. They were flourishing. But still, just like, hey, I need to make sure I'm still building up clientele and not just focusing on these few clients. So, and I was like, okay, so I cut my prices down. Then to the point where I couldn't even close one for $1,000 a month. So I was like, okay, cool. Here, let's do pay for performance. So I ended up closing one client in June 2020 for $1,000 a month. Then I closed 3 other clients for pay for performance. Worst idea ever, because now I have 3, 4, 6. I have 6 clients now. 2 of them with 99% of my income, and then the other 4 were just like, hey, I'm gonna make more money from them one day, just not today. And July 2020, this is also where I make a pivot with my YouTube channel and switch, or also the 2 in June, I kind of cut down with the vlogging. But in July 2020 is when I really go further in to just full-time e-commerce marketing videos and stuff, because I can reach more people. I can provide more value to this than anything else. And it translates back over to my days when I was editing. I would just do editing tutorials and post edits. And I would get a shitload of people reach out to me to do edits for them. So I was like, if I can work that same method into this, and this is also where I get into, also at this time, I also get into the Brotherhood Mastermind, which is a mastermind by Zach Hesterberg. And he does a little bit of consulting with me on, improving my sales process and stuff. And so essentially that's how I got going all on YouTube. But that's July 2020. And also too, I crossed over 100K in business income for my e-com agency within just a few months, which is absolutely insane. So, super, super stoked. And July 2020, now we're in August 2020. Since then, I've let go all of those clients except my 2 main clients. I've let go a team member that, again, super amazing. But, as we move on, I've learned a lot, and I have a new vision for my agent. Excuse me. I do have a new vision for my agency, and I plan on going ahead and essentially where my agency is now is, just me working with a few clients, but I want to take a whole new aspect to that agency because I've identified multiple profitable, like highly profitable actions you can take for e-com businesses. First one is just Facebook ads. Second one's email marketing. Third one's Google AdWords. Fourth one is not really website design, but the basically going ahead through the whole sales process on your website and making sure it's optimized. So conversion rate optimization. And then lastly, content creation. So the cool thing about e-com businesses is someone could just send me a product and I can go shoot a video with it, versus say if they're a like lead generation business, I have to go like over to their business and record a bunch of stuff with their business. So that's the cool thing about e-com businesses. So I want to go ahead and create a whole studio over here in Lafayette, Louisiana. I want to get some of the top talent and start outsourcing these positions and actually have a salary-based positions in my agency. So with a whole studio that we can shoot content at, and that's my vision now. And obviously scale up the business to 100K a month, build an amazing team. And I miss the culture. That's one thing I loved about the detailing business, was just the culture we had, amazing people over there, and just having that place to show up to and grinding out and stuff. And, it's cool working from home. It's cool having this little environment, but it's just not something I see long term. I want the energy up. I want a really amazing office and everything. So that's my vision next. So what can you learn from this whole thing is have a vision of where you want to go. I knew from the moment I started YouTube back in 2009 that I was going to work for myself one day. I had different visions along the way of what I was going to do working for myself, but it always stayed the same. I had a vision of working for myself, and guess what? I'm working for myself. I've always had a vision of doing what I love, hence all this, hence still doing YouTube videos. I've always had a vision of making a lot of money and servicing others and all that stuff. So with all that, just stay true to your vision, and you're going to learn it's going to have different, it's going to upgrade over time. So like at first it wasn't as crystal clear. It just wanted to work for myself. Now it's like I'm working for myself. I'm doing what I love. Now it's, taking it to the next level, where I want to go next with everything. And that's what, I'm doing right now. And you can see over time how different things throughout my story linked onto each other, different skills and stuff popped up that I was able to capitalize on and focus on and keep moving forward. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot different, but I just want to kind of tell you guys like my story, give you guys some inspiration and stuff. Be patient wherever you're going, and just have fun, do what you love, stay true to your vision. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.